Yo, what's good, fam? It's your boy St. Joe, soundsandgear.com. Today, checking out the iRig MIDI. It's a MIDI interface for your iPad, or your iPod, or your iPhone. I personally got the iPad, and I definitely use it in my setup. I use it as a sound module, and I also use it, as a controller. There's a lot of different, touch control surfaces and stuff that are pretty cool. So, and I also use it mobily, as a sketch pad and different stuff like that. But we'll get into some of the other applications and stuff in other reviews today. I just want to talk about the iRig MIDI because the first thing I did, when I got it was, I wanted to start hooking it up via MIDI and trying to sequence or, use some of the chord generation or different stuff like that to use with my different software and synths and everything. And the first thing I did was use wireless. And the wireless MIDI works. There's a lot of different, protocols and different setups to use, and it works. It works pretty good. But there's sometimes that the latency can get a little bit more than what I like, or sometimes you can get hung notes, or sometimes it'll disconnect. And you have to reconnect it and different stuff like that. So I wanted a, just a regular hardwired MIDI connection. And the thing about me is I didn't really want to dock because I wanted to be able to quickly, unplug it, plug it in, take it. If I'm done, I can just unplug it and take it with me. I can take it with me a lot. So iRig MIDI, IK Multimedia makes it. It's pretty straightforward. It's a little box, and it's got a connector just like your charger or whatever. It just connects to the regular iPad or whatever dot they call that. The little, I don't know what they call that, but it's the little connector, the same thing that you charge it with. And it's got in, through, and out, just basic little pins. It's also got a MIDI micro USB on it, so you can still charge your device while this is plugged in. And then on the other end, it looks like just a regular MIDI controller that you plug in. I mean, regular MIDI cable. Plug this into your synth through your interface or whatever. I got mine plugged into my interface, and I got it pulled up inside of Machine, so I can have Machine send MIDI to this. So basically, all you do is connect this on the side like normal. And once you connect that, you're ready to go. And it pretty much just picks it up. So now I could go in and as you can see, the latency is just like if I were to be triggering any of my synthesizers. It's really just really low latency, and I can really get in and just use it, to play or to trigger or whatever I want to do. But it's just a basic, it's a MIDI connection. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you get the idea, and it works with, the thing about the iRig MIDI is it works with a lot of pretty much every application. It's a core MIDI device, so pretty much every application that can receive MIDI input recognizes the iRig MIDI. That includes the Enimoog, Sunriser, all these other synthesizers and instruments and all these other different type of environments that receive MIDI understand the iRig MIDI. Now I know you can also use the camera connection kit, which I have, but the thing about that is, it has to be a class compliant MIDI device that you plug in, and then sometimes some of them require too much power, so you would have to plug in like a powered USB hub to even get it to work, whereas this is just plug and play. It doesn't even have to, you don't need USB on your controller to use it. Once you plug this in, if say you got an old MIDI controller that just has MIDI, but you want to use it to control your iPad or your iPhone or whatever, you can do that. Or you want to use the iPhone or iPad to control that old MIDI device, you can do that. So I just find the hardware to be a lot more stable and a lot more reliable than the wireless. Like I said, I'm not standing across the room where I need to trigger something from across the room, or I'm not in the vocal booth where I need to record, need to hit the transport on my DAW, stuff like that. So for me, the iRig just makes a lot of sense. Definitely check it out, man. 5 out of 5. And also we're giving away an iRig MIDI. So if you have an iOS device and you need a MIDI interface for it, you have a chance to win it. All you have to do is be the first person to comment on this post on soundsandgear.com and tell me how many free sounds you get for Sample Tank, the Sample Tank application, when you register iRig MIDI. So again, how many sounds do you get? This is called an iRig. You get a selection of sounds when you register this. So if you have iRig and you go registered on the IK Multimedia site, you get a certain number of sounds for the Sample Tank application. So let me know what that is. We'll send you, I'm gonna mail this out to you, the iRig It's just the iRig. It comes with everything. It's the full retail version, so it comes with all the connections and everything you need to use this on your iPad, iPhone, whatever. And then IK is going to give you a copy of the sample tank application. So I'll be reviewing that later, at a later date. But today we're just talking about the iRig MIDI. Join this dope, 5 out of 5. If you need a MIDI device, like I said, it's really simple. Plug and play, plug in, unplug it, and go. I didn't really want the dock thing because I just wanted to be able to plug in, plug and go. And sometimes I have it sitting on the stand. Sometimes I have it just sitting in my case. I just want to be able to quickly plug up MIDI when I need to and unplug it when I'm done. So yeah, man, let me know what you think. iRig MIDI, this joint is dope. It's like 69 bucks straight. It's, like I said, MIDI in, MIDI out, MIDI through, and USB. So let me know what you think. Like I said, we'll get into the sample tank application and other applications later, but today we're just talking about the iRig MIDI. So let me know what you think. I dig it, think it's dope. Very low latency, no disconnect issues, no drivers to install, none of that stuff. Just plug it in and use MIDI to your iPad or your iPhone or your iPod, whatever you're using. So let me know what you think. All right, peace. Good luck.